Hi. Let's learn about the majority shareholder. A majority shareholder is a person or entity that owns and controls more than 50% of a company's outstanding shares. As a majority shareholder, a person or entity has a significant amount of influence over the company, especially if their shares are voting shares. Voting shares give a shareholder permission to vote on different corporate decisions, such as who should be on the company's board of directors. A majority shareholder is often the founder of the company. By controlling more than half of the voting interest, the majority shareholder is a key stakeholder and influencer in the business operations and strategic direction of the company. However, not all companies have a majority shareholder, and it is more common for private companies to have majority stakeholders than public companies. Majority shareholders who seek to exit a business or dilute their position may make overtures to their competition or to private equity firms, with the objective of selling their stake or the entire company for a profit. In order for a buyout to occur, an outside entity must acquire over 50% of a target company's outstanding shares, or have the votes of at least 50% of the current shareholders who will vote in favor of the buyout. Majority shareholders are often companies that own a controlling stake in many companies. For example, the company Berkshire Hathaway, of which Warren Buffett is the CEO, has a controlling interest in many other companies. However, Berkshire Hathaway itself doesn't have a majority shareholder. One exception is Dell Technologies Incorporated. According to a Dell Technologies proxy filing in May with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Michael Dell controls about half of the company's equity, 52%. Here are 3 key takeaways. 1. A majority shareholder is a person or entity who holds more than 50% of shares of a company. 2. If the majority shareholder holds voting shares, they dictate the direction of the company through their voting power. 3. The exception to a majority shareholder's voting power is if a supermajority is required for a particular voting issue, or certain company bylaws restrict the power of the majority shareholder. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.